This is my first vlog on my channel. And what I found that most people tend to do is a couple of facts to get to know you. Say 25 facts about me, but that's boring. So instead I thought I'd do 5 things that don't quite fit in with my personality. But I couldn't think of 5, so I did 4 instead. Because I make the rules and you don't. Because I'm not that fashionable. Magazines, as in company magazine. Okay, so as you noticed, I'm not very fashionable, and I get a lot of my clothes from charity shops, mainly for a style thing, but also because they're cheaper. I'm wearing my top from Labyrinth, my favourite film, so this is what I'm wearing today. It's Woolworths edition, so you can tell it's old, but it's even older than Woolworths. It's actually came out in the 80s. If you haven't seen it, it's probably on the internet somewhere. It's a cult film. The story's, I quite like the story, but the effects are awful, especially the blue screen. However, I've started to buy, I've started to buy that. Odd for my personality because I don't follow fashion at all. I just tend to do my own thing. However, I do like this magazine, although I've never bought a magazine before in my life. This is going to sound really weird. The main reason I like looking at these is because of the layout. They've got lovely layouts, like someone snipped it together in a scrapbook. See what I mean? It's all like highlighted, like with pictures and borders and written it. And it's very cool. I like the layout of this very much. But also there's other stuff in it that isn't all fashiony. There's new bands, there's books and things that are trending, though I don't have Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. It does tell you sort of the things that are popular right now, so if any, and like a brief thing about it, so if anything looks good you can check it out. Books, films, bags, things. So it's not all just fashion, so I quite like that. Though the other day I did get this Cosmopolitan, and I didn't really like it as much because the layout isn't as good. That's for kind of teenagers, which is probably why I like. It's more of your average magazine. So it's not as nicely laid out. It doesn't look as good. I was disappointed because I got it like with it. It came with it as a pack. I thought I'd give it a go, see what it was like. But that's really the reason, not really because I'm into fashion. I don't think I've bought anything from any of these magazines. That's weird about me. That's sort of odd outside my. But I do take media, so I guess appreciating layout, as weird as it is, sort of conforms to the rest of me. Tarot cards. Because I'm not that superstitious. But I do like to look at my tarot cards. They're very nicely painted. Well, they're not painted, but you know, they're nice pictures. But I like them because they're just fun to get out reading ever so often. Even though you don't believe it, when you take it with a jar of salt. I know it's not really a jar of salt, it's a pinch of salt. I was exaggerating because you need more to salt to take this. It's really just for fun. I don't really have a belief in destiny or what's going to go on, but that doesn't stop me from asking this. Help, am I going to fail this test? Your future is clear. The balance of the skies is very confusing, and I'm just like, that is so my life right now. I totally relate to you. Exactly. The reason I got those was this book is very good. I recommend this book. Another thing that I do is I'm really good at remembering conversations, which is really odd because I'm not very good at remembering anything else because I'm really ditzy. Anyone who knows me knows I lose things all the time. Phone, camera, I've lost them. I've lost all sorts. Hats, gloves, scarves, literally anything, I have lost it. The bowler hat. Sorry guys, because I know that pretty much you're going to be the ones watching this. If anyone else is out there, it was a sacred hat of honour and I lost it. Sorry. But I am really good at remembering conversation, but then if there's only two of us there, then they just deny it, and it's very frustrating at the same time. It's like, you did say this, I remember, I forgot about it. I know. I didn't say this. Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. You did say this. No, I didn't. Stop it. No, but you said extremely annoying. And for more annoying things, click here. And finally, my thing about books' spines being cracked. I don't like it because I'm not that much of a perfectionist. Even if the book the spine has already been broken, like I've got it from a charity shop or whatever, I still won't like breaking the spine. See, I have read this book, but you wouldn't be able to tell. These are also good books. They're a series of 4. This is the last one. But they're one of the books where you're reading it and you're going, please get on with the plot, just do anything. And then in the last book, suddenly it's like whoosh, 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 and you're like, whoa, it's kicking up. And then it finishes and you're like, oh, that was so good. That was so good. Basically, I have a lot of time on my hands. I had a loud disagreement with my English teacher about this in front of my entire English class. If a book is ragged and the spine's all cracked and it's all dog-eared, that means it's loved. No. You wouldn't crack a child's spine and say it was loved, would you? I hope not, because that is not the way to show love. I said that pretty loudly in front of everybody. That cost me a few looks, and all the people that thought that there was an ounce of normality in me, they lost faith in that too. Okay, so that's 4 things about me that maybe don't gel quite well with the rest of my personality, or a little bit awkward, like little side add-on things, but they're still part of me, who I am, stuff I like, stuff I do, things, weird quirks in my personality, if you like. Also, I have a tendency, if you notice, to go off subject, because my mind's kind of like Wikipedia, because it's all put into different sections, it's all meant to be subject specific, but instead you click on a page, get distracted, and go from potatoes to the homicide pretty quickly. And that's pretty much how my brain works, not that everything relates to homicide. Also, I can't sing, but I really like musicals, which isn't really a personality quirk, that's just unfortunate for me. Okay, bye, see you next week. Oh yeah, I'll upload these every week. Thank you for being on my channel, elephants.